this backlash, or rather this chatter, this discussion, I think was expected, obviously. But the thing is that it's been seen out of context. See the film and you'll realize why what is being said. As we all know, it's based around a true incident.
Yeah.
So it is inevitable that we would involve those people who have come and done what they did. We would retaliate, and we did retaliate. So I think it was expected and taken with a pinch of salt. But what I was surprised is that they've done this themselves by making the Indian Air Force villains in their films. So what is the hullabaloo and suddenly saying that, oh my God, they're doing this. So that surprised me, and I really found it funny more than anything else. I didn't get offended. I just found it very funny.
Which is why you were reacting with emoticons?
Yeah, I was really amused.
But you're also someone who's open to criticism because you're among the few who also is a little active, even if it's during the films, with your opinions.
I love it. I love having that conversation. I just love it because I actually, if you notice, I don't respond to anybody who compliments me.
Exactly why I was having this conversation.
I actually get into a chatter with people who have anything to criticize because I want to know their viewpoint. And I'm as a person, I'm actually someone who loves to dissect my own work and find shortcomings so that I can improve on it. If I show somebody my film, anybody who says nice, I say, okay, move. You didn't. What issue did you have? I'm that person. So I actually am very dismissive about it. I want to know what didn't work because I'm constantly hungry to grow. So even on Twitter, if somebody says something, so I'm like, acha, what did you not like? Okay, then theek, I'm going to satisfy you. I want to turn them around. I want to turn them into a fan. So my endeavor is that to find what is missing in my work. Oh, you don't like this? Okay, hold on. I come back, work on it. Then that person has to respond to me eventually, say, man, okay, now I'm your fan.
But this is so refreshing, Siddharth. Nobody else really goes into this kind of a one-to-one feedback and also understand. I want to understand which was the last feedback that you took seriously from any of your films. It can be if it's from here or
I take feedback actually on every film.
Okay,
And
tell me the ones you.
I implemented, for example, in Bang Bang, the kind of forget feedback. I don't think people can really point out. They can say, "या मजा नहीं आया या मजा आया." They cannot. अगर मजा नहीं आया, they can never pinpoint क्यों. I dissect even my successful films. I dissect them. That why were they only this successful? Why weren't they that successful? So, for example, if you pick Bang Bang, my takeaway was a very strong villain, a strong antagonist, which then I applied in War. And I made a face-off between Hrithik and Tiger, two formidable forces. Then you'll say, "Acha, War में क्या कमी थी?" What I applied, I took away from War. There was a lack of humor in War. I applied that in Pathan. So I brought in the chemistry between Pathan and Dubai, made wherever I could inject humor in the Russia episode or wherever I could, tongue-in-cheek stuff. I did that. So I'm always learning even from my successes that what did I miss even in that success.
For someone who's taken the War franchise, like really, really spearheaded it and taking it forward. We of course are doing War 2. I want to know what you thought of the credit scene of Tiger.
The post-credit scene.
Yeah, I want to know because Kabir taking it forward and completely going like a different route.
I don't know much about War 2 honestly,
sure.
Because I'm not part of that. And it seems like it's a precursor to what the film will have, and it looked very impressive. Yeah.
Are there going to be more surprises in Tiger versus Pathan?
What is the point of a surprise then?
No, like at least tell me yes, maybe. Then I can ask my next question.
Right now it's all fighter. So
sure.
Once it's done, then we can talk about what I'm doing next.
Sure, fair enough. It's just that your fans will kill me if I don't mention even the biggest thing post-fighter, which is of course Tiger versus Pathan. But like I said, you have a thing with taking like the biggest stars, putting them in the same room and getting out the best, which we saw in War, which is what I think is going to happen with Tiger versus Pathan, which is why this question and why fans seem to ask, like, it's going to be epic. So what is Siddharth? What's happening there?
It's too early to talk about it.
What about little?
There's nothing actually right now. It's a little time away. So the focus and energy right now is purely on fighter. Like even during Pathan, I said when I was asked about fighter, I said it's all Pathan.
You spoke
right
a little
now.
more though.
Yeah, but I was making the film that time. I had already shot. But that much only, because I already shot for it by then.
But it must have been amazing, right? To get the two of them together. And
In what?
Tiger vs. Pathan.
It's not started yet. So
It's not started, but in a room discussion and all of that.
It's too early.
Too early?
Too early, too early.
But coming back to Fighter, with the music itself, music has been said that, you know, it sounds very familiar to a lot of songs. It's sounding like Staying Alive. But I think one more quality is that you still can't stop humming it.
Yeah.
People who are saying it are also saying that song and humming the whole song and saying, but it sounds familiar.
Yeah.
So you do have a knack for music. We saw that with War, okay? The songs are still...
And Pathan.
And Pathan, of course. I mean, how can we not? But tell me how you reacted to that. For someone who takes criticism well, I've told you what the interesting parts were. How did you look at the music thing? Because everybody's like, why is this sounding familiar? It's sounding to BTS, it's sounding to this.
So I think it's also it's those notes which are similar, and that always will happen. Like you'll always have a song which is not inspired but has similar notes and similar progressions.
Yeah.
Like for example, there's a song, O Radha Teri Chunri, O Radha Tera Chhalla, O Radha Teri Natkat Najariya. That scanning is very similar to an older song. Which one?
Right?
No.
Even that is a little similar.
No. Oh Jai Jai Shiv Shankar Kaanta Lage Na Kankar. It's the same scanning. But the thing is that it's not copied. The scanning is similar. So you can't say it's copied. So these are things that you have to, as a technician and as a professional, you have to understand, recognize that this is okay. That the scanning is similar, but it's not lifted.
But what did you think of the songs? Tell
Of
me.
which one?
Were you feeling totally satisfied?
I love them. I think they're great. I think they are great songs to listen to see, and once you see them in the film, you'll get more attached to them because they're very hummable.
Yeah. This.